Maybe I can sneak away while he's asleep and leave him behind. Almost got away with it. Almost out of there. Who are you attacking? Oh god, he caught up with me. I got distracted and he caught up with me. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Star Fox Adventures. Unsuccessfully was not able to leave Tricky behind, but that's okay. Isn't there... I feel like there's a way to get... I don't want to fight that guy, Fox. I feel like there's a... Oh, here it is. I was going to say, I feel like there's a way in the shop to get up there. But it wasn't in the shop. It was just, you know, right there. Oh, right. Isn't this like an upgrade spot? I think this is where you can get like more energy or something like that. Pow. Or... Yeah, because like you know, staff's glowing. And I don't think this is need for any kind of like progression in the story. So it's gonna be something. Yeah, and there's no water here, which means that like it's just an upgrade and not an ability. You know, I'm getting real like Metroid Prime. I want to play Metroid Prime vibes. I'm not going to do it anytime soon because, you know, I still haven't played, like, at least Super Metroid. I don't know if I want to play the first Metroid or Zero Mission because, like, a part of me wants to play the original and Zero Mission, but at the same time, I know that, like, Zero Mission's just going to be a lot easier for me to do because, like, I like the original game, but man, is the original game a big old pain in the ass, if we're being honest. If you've ever played it, then you know. Like, I mean, but it's only really a pain in the ass until you hit, like, a certain point. When you have, like, I think I usually, when I talk to somebody about it, I'm like, once you get these, like, 5 items, the game becomes a lot better. It's like the Varia suit, the high jump boots, the long beam, the wave beam, and the screw attack. And honestly, you could get all of those before you even fight the first boss. I'm not even joking about that. Like, you can get the... Did you not... There we go. You could literally get the screw attack, like, stupidly early in Metroid if you know where it is. And then that just makes, like, having to somersault through areas, because you somersault jump and it creates like an energy shield that kills enemies. So you end up like getting that super quick, and that just makes going through those areas a lot easier. And then of course Varia suit, half damage. What else? Oh yeah, the wave beam, even though it kind of is hard to hit stuff with, does like double damage than your regular beam. Because the way it kind of works is it's like you've got the regular power beam, you got the ice beam, which technically does half damage. Only because, and what does that mean by half damage? You have to fire 2 shots to do an attack, like to actually hurt the enemy, because it's like you do one attack to freeze it, the other attack like actually does the hit of damage, and so everything literally takes twice the amount of time to defeat. And then the wave beam does double damage. It's infuriating to try to hit anything with it because it's like all over the fucking place. But like I said, Varia suit gives you half damage, so you get double defense. High jump is just because you know it's hard to get around in that game. Like if you're not able to jump to the highest extent you can jump. Okay, let's see. Take on me. There we go. So, get him, Fox! Don't tell me what to do, kid. You're only here because I allow you to be here. Anyway, oh yeah, that's the guy I was looking for. This was the one I was talking about a couple episodes ago, where it was like you shoot that and it knocks a tree over that you can climb on. But anyway, yeah, so the high jump just helps you not only get around, but in some cases there are some like pits you can't get. Oh my god, Fox, you dumbass. There are some pits you can't even get out of and are kind of like almost like an insta-death, because it's not really insta-death. You have to sit there and wait for you know, Samus to die, but it takes forever. But you can't get out of the pit because it's like too high of a jump, you know what I mean? So I would like to do the original Metroid. I just know I'm going to... I'll bump the table, sorry about that. I'd like to do the original Metroid. I just know I'm going to die like insanely huge amount. And it might be funny, who knows? And then Metroid 2 is like the Game Boy one, and it's kind of one of those that, like, I don't know, I feel like it would be one of those that would be kind of done in like 1 or 2 videos. So it's like I would end up... Oh man, can you get in on it out of the water, Fox? So it's like you end up, basically you're just going around killing Metroids. That's pretty much it. And they're like, basically it's kind of like the Metroids from the original game are almost like the larvae stage. Might as well feed him while I'm at it. It's like the larvae stage of Metroids, where it's like technically like it's still adolescent, and so you get like different varieties or variations of Metroids. And the whole premise of the game is that like Samus was hired to go and wipe out the population of Metroids. That's it. And it's a Game Boy game, and why are we turning like this? Oh my god, the world's spinning round and round. But like, yeah, you just end up going and doing that, and that's the whole game. So I don't think it's a particularly long game. I've only really played through it once. I think it's available on the Switch, but I don't remember. I'd have to look. So yeah, there's that. But like I said, it's something that I eventually want to do. Oh, here's a cheat token, but I don't have the money, do I?
Me 20 scarabs, and I'll give you a cheat token.
Maybe if I can get some scarabs real quick. They usually aren't in those boxes, but I thought I would check. Anyway, so, you know, I would want to do that and play at least Super Metroid. But the thing that's nice about Super Metroid is that, like, you know... Oh, what? Oh, the thing that's nice about Super Metroid is that it does an entire, like, recount of, like, the first and the second game. So you really don't have to... What is in this area? Why am I here? Am I supposed to come in here? Like, I can't... Get rid of these guys, I guess, so I can actually look around. So yeah, it gives you like a what happened in the first 2 games synopsis, and then you just start the game. So if I ever just decide to just start playing it, you know, it's not like it'd be like, oh no, you know, what happened? It would basically, if I played the first 2 games, it would be playing it for the sake of playing it, which is not a, you know, Did they really just spawn 2 more out there after I already went that way? So yeah, it wouldn't be like a problem if I, you know, just skipped it and then came back and played them. Because like I said, it would kind of just be playing it for the sake of playing it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Come on. Oh, Fox, you suck. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. It'd be kind of fun. Can you swim faster, dude? You're gonna, like, freeze to death for being an idiot. Anyway. I think there's an enemy over here, right? But, like, yeah, like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not very good at the first Metroid. I'm kind of okay at it. I guess I'm okay enough. But I kind of want, like I said, I kind of would want to at least play the first Metro, not first Metroid, at least kind of would want to play Super Metroid. Because I can't remember if, honestly can't remember if like Metroid Prime is supposed to be before or after Super Metroid. And I don't remember if the Prime games are even technically, this. Alright, we're going to do this so that we stop spinning because that was starting to make me sick. I don't remember if the Prime games are even related to the original series of Metroid, you know, 2D games or not. Because if you, I haven't played 4. I don't even know if I'm even like interested in it, to be honest. Because like, I heard they do one of the things that I didn't like about the little bit of 3 I played. Because I haven't really played 3. I did start it at one point. But I didn't like all the voice acting and I didn't like all the extra characters. Because to me personally, I know that people want to like tell stories, in-depth stories in these universes and stuff. But if I'm just being completely honest, like for me, Metroid is not about the story. It's about being like isolated out in the middle of nowhere and like having to go against insurmountable odds by yourself.
Sharp Claw have imprisoned me in this infernal cave. If you can bring me frost weeds, I'll be strong enough to get myself out. Perhaps the young prince can help you. Hurry, boy.
Uh-oh. They heard our plan. Anyway, yeah, so like, it's actually one of the reasons I kind of hate that they gave you this AI companion in Metroid Fusion. I think, are they like eternally like spawning at this point? I can't remember. But like, I think they're gonna just eternally spawn until I find the stuff that I'm, you know, get enough of the stuff that I need. Oh yeah, I gotta do this, right? Are you gonna get it, Tricky? Anyway, I can't wait till I get certain abilities that make like combat like a joke. I don't have to tell him to go find it, yeah. But, yeah, like I was saying, I didn't like the voice, that they had voice acting. I didn't like that they had extra characters that were like... Okay, now I can tell him to find. I didn't like how they had extra characters that were just kind of like there for the sake of being there. And like, for me personally, Metroid is like being isolated out in the middle of nowhere and like having to go and take care of business and stuff. It's not about like enriching story. I don't like Adam the computer, if I'm being honest, because it's like, I understand in Metroid Fusion, being a Game Boy Advance game, it's kind of like, well, you know, people aren't going to sit down and just play it, which, yeah, we were. But like, you know, you play a little bit here, you play a little bit there, and then you come back and like, you come back when you're able to kind of deal. I don't care that I'm like beating that guy in the back. So you come back when you need to, and it might be a little bit before you come back. So I get like them telling you where to go, but it's just so linear that it's like, you know, I don't dislike linearity in games, but in that one it like kind of robs you of like a lot of sequence breaking opportunities. Like,
A spellstone. It is my duty as a gatekeeper to guard the land from which a spellstone
right.
is forged.
Uh-huh.
General Scales took the spellstone and discovered that I was a gatekeeper.
Did he now?
Gave me an ultimatum. Allow him to take the spellstone back into the sacred land, or he would destroy my tribe. I could not risk the safety of the entire planet.
So I sacrificed my tribe.
My daughter did not think this way, and so to save
They screw the
her
planet
life,
dead.
she opened the gateway herself. Scales did not destroy my tribe. He enslaved them instead. My daughter dishonored me. You must search for the spellstone within Dark Ice Mines and return it to the Volcano Force Point Temple. Only then will the spellstone's power be returned. I will open the gateway.
What's up? Hey Fox, check out Peppy Dinosaur Planet map to see where I don't. It didn't. You know what? Nobody asked you, Slippy bastard. Anyway, like, you know, just to finish what I was saying, like I don't like how Metroid Fusion. I like the game. I played the crap out of it, but I don't like how Metroid Fusion is like you do a little bit of something and then you have to go through like a bunch of dialogue. Because it just, to me, that's not what Metroid is, personally. And so, like, when you have to do that, it really breaks up the flow. Because, you know, Metroid is like, you run around and you do stuff. And, it's basically like non-stop action for a lot of cases. So the whole, like, you gotta stop and fight, or stop and do dialogue options is kind of annoying. I don't remember how to get down there, so I'm pretty sure I should have enough. I should have enough. I don't think I can go behind that waterfall. I should have enough fuel cells at this point to just continue forward. I don't think I need to do that. So I got to go back to Horntail Hollow. Maybe I can get the map for the next area. But yeah, so like I was saying, I don't like that it breaks up the flow of the game and that they tell you exactly where to go and they mark it on your map, and it's like I said, for it to be being a Game Boy Advance game, I kind of get it. But at the same time, it's like there's really not much exploration in that game. There's a lot of stuff you can explore. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can explore. Oh, thank goodness, I didn't have to climb down it. And there's a lot of stuff you can find just through the course of, like, fucking around. But at the same time, it's like, you know, at the same time, it's just, like, really annoying. Because it's like, you don't have the ability to, like, try to sequence break things. You don't have the ability to, like, learn, oh, hey, all of these, like, little nuances and stuff that you can do that the game doesn't directly tell you. You know what I mean? But, like, yeah, it's just one of those things that it's like, I like Metroid Fusion. I know my complaining about certain aspects kind of makes it sound like I don't. You have enough fuel cells, thank fuck. Let's just go. I know it seems like with my complaining that it's like, I don't, but like I always say, if you love something, complaining about it, you know, you can't, if you love something, you don't have to love everything about it. And if you have like criticism, it's okay to express it. Like expressing that you wish something was a little different doesn't make the game, or doesn't make your like love for it any less valid.
The Snowhorn tribes are in great danger.
Yeah.
General Scales has enslaved them to work in the dark ice mine.
Uh-huh.
If you can locate the gatekeeper's daughter, she will be able to help you. Free the Snowhorn by finding that spellstone. It's up to you, Fox. Slippy out.
I was gonna say Slippy out, but he's still like moving his mouth. The gatekeeper's force field. Ow. Flew right into a giant rock that I somehow didn't see. Yeah, I missed a gold ring. Yeah, Slippy, I'm already ahead of you, dude. Alright. God, you know, I just was thinking about some of the sound effects in Star Fox 64, like the one that plays when you get like 3 gold rings and your health bar goes up. God, that's a good one, isn't it? Whereas my favorite is like the bombs. The bombs in Star Fox 64 sound really nice. It sounds like like an explosion, doesn't it? Like a futuristic bomb explosion. I think I missed 1 gold coin or ring. I could have missed 2 at least, but I know I missed at least 1. Didn't say, did it? We're here in the dark ice mines. It was a water world, but now it's full of lava. So if they're dinosaurs, do they have to like rely on specific dinosaurs to do all of their like foraging and stuff? I don't know. Beyond me, I guess. But I guess I'm gonna end the episode here. Appreciate you watching. If you made it to this point in the video, I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.